So guys, I do just want to start off this video with a bit of an apology. You see, today I have to bring you some bad news that I know you're not going to be happy with, but hopefully together we can make it through this, and one day you will feel like you can forgive me. Because I've seen the comments. I've seen people say that, oh, at this time in the video when Bailey came in for 2 seconds was the best part. We don't even care about what Callum said. Well, I'm sorry to say this, but Bailey will not be appearing in this video. Wait, actually, 1 second. I've just realised I'm making it seem as if he's fucking died or something. He's just getting a haircut. Yeah, he's just with the dog groomers, you know, getting a haircut, getting his nails done, getting a bath, all that type of stuff. He's not dead. I actually didn't mean it to sound like that, but for some reason, it really did, didn't it? So yeah, there's not going to be a Bailey popping up in the background of this video, but if you look on the bright side, the next time he pops up, he's going to have a fresh trim. Hey, isn't that a thing to look forward to? But yeah, either way, today's video is going to be another episode of a series that I am somehow keeping alive, and that is Insta Regret. So, roll the intro screen. Yes, that's right folks, today's another episode of Insta Regret, and if you don't know what that is, it is a series I do on this channel where I go through my Instagram DMs, see what topics you want me to talk about, and go through a bunch of them in one video. So without further ado, let's get to the first topic. I know you said you don't want to cover 8 Passengers anymore, but please keep doing it. They're my favourite videos. Yeah, so in my last 8 Passengers video, I did say that the reason why I haven't been doing them recently is because I'm just kind of saying the same stuff. Like, I don't agree with anything they say. Like, how many times can I say that? But there were so many comments on that video, and obviously DMs as well, as we can see here, from people saying, we don't care if you say the same shit. We want to see you talk about 8 Passengers. I do realise a lot of you guys did come from the 8 Passengers video, so fair enough. Let's see what they've been up to recently. Okay, so I've got one of the recent videos here from Connexions called Truth Changed My Life, and the reason why I picked this one is because I saw on Reddit that Jodi, like, addresses the haters at some point, so I am curious to see what she says.
The most impactful ways to get these haters to back off is to share some personal stories of how living in truth has impacted your life.
Go in then, Jodi. Get us haters to back off. I need to hear it.
Yes, lives are transformed when you choose to live in truth.
Yeah, lives definitely do transform. I mean, we've seen it with Ruby, right? You know, like your new best mate, the one that you got to live in truth and all this shit. Yeah, she no longer speaks to her kids anymore because of this very reason. So, definitely did transform.
What changes inside a person is their connection to reality, their ability to be clear about what's going on around them.
2 things that I definitely wouldn't associate with Jodi Hildebrandt and Ruby Franke. Very clear of what's going around them. Like, do you not realise that Ruby's life has flipped upside down and her whole family no longer wants to speak to her because of this? And apparently they have a very clear sense of reality. I don't think I need to give an example of Jodi and Ruby not having a clear sense of reality, do I? But before we get into the rest of the video, I want to talk to you about today's sponsor, Private Internet Access. Look, I know most of you are already aware of what a VPN is, but in case you're not, let me explain. If you're browsing the internet without a VPN, your information can actually be seen by various different entities. Meaning, people that you don't want to have your information could possibly have your information. Whereas if you have a VPN, it will actually shield your information from the big bad guys of the internet who want to exploit your private info. But that's not the only reason why a VPN is good. In fact, you can actually use it to watch region-restricted content that you can't get in your country. For example, if I wanted to watch The Immaculate Room on Netflix, I can't here in the UK, but if I use Private Internet Access, I can actually set my region to Canada and watch the show. And this would be the case for any shows you want to watch, because with Private Internet Access, you can actually change your region to one of 84 countries or any of the 50 states in the US. Oh, and also a big standout point with Private Internet Access compared to other VPNs is that you can actually use it for an unlimited amount of devices. So you can use it on your phone, your sister's phone, your laptop, any other devices. It's an unlimited amount. And if for some reason you're still not satisfied with the product, don't you worry, because there's actually a 30-day money-back guarantee, meaning you can get all your money back within 30 days of purchasing the product, so it's risk-free. So if you're interested, make sure you click the link in the description to get 83% off Private Internet Access, which is just $2.03 a month, and you also get 4 additional months completely for free. So thank you to Private Internet Access for sponsoring this video, and without further ado, let's get back into it.
When you walk by someone who's living in truth, they look just like the next guy. But the reality is that they're very centered, they're quite wise, they don't react, they use their mind and their intuition to assess for truth, and they're very clear when they speak.
God, she loves to waffle, doesn't she? I mean, that was just a whole load of gibberish, but the bit that stood out to me was that she was saying that when you live in truth, you don't react, which, yet again, doesn't make sense. Because how many videos have Jodi and Ruby made replying to parents who are saying, oh, what do I do? My kid is transgender or gay or feels like suicidal, is depressed. And these two have reacted by saying like, oh, that's not right. That's their fault. They need to fix that. That sounds like a reaction to me, and a very negative one at that.
Her comment says, ways to get these haters off our backs.
Oh yes, tell us haters, come on
The
then.
people who are spewing hate, the people who are spewing aggression, they don't hate me. They think they do.
Right.
But what they hate is that the truth that I'm speaking, the distortion inside them hates truth. Distortion always hates truth.
Yeah, hit the nail on the head. I'm just one distorted boy. Now, she is right in some senses. I don't hate her. I don't hate anyone, alright? Like, I think that's a very, very strong word. But what I do think is that I disagree with pretty much everything she says. And that's not because the distortion inside me hates truth. It's just because the way that Jodi and Ruby describe truth sounds completely disgusting. Basically not accepting people for who they are and blaming people when they're feeling like depressed and whatnot, and wanting to control people and how they live their lives. Like, this is all the stuff that they say they're against and is apparently distortion, but when you hear their advice, it is exactly how they live their lives.
And so they think it's me, but the truth is they don't know me. They don't know anything about me or Ruby.
Like, yeah, true, we don't know Jodi or Ruby personally, but we've seen quite a bit. I mean, the Ruby stuff is obvious, right? We've seen her YouTube channel for God knows how many years where she used to basically daily vlog. But for Jodi, we have seen articles from like up to 8 years ago and reviews from up to 8 years ago up until present day talking about how Jodi was a marriage counsellor, and by the way, was on like an 8-month probation period at one point and had to have someone overlook her counselling because of the way she was talking to people. And like, as we've seen by the reviews, countless amounts of people have said that Jodi would just try her best to ruin people's marriages to try and trick them into basically paying for more sessions so she would get more money. And when so many people have said the exact same thing, and we've seen Jodi personally give the same advice to people on these Facebook videos with her own mouth, we can form quite a good opinion, and it's not a positive one.
It's fantastic to be able to engage with all of you, the people who hate as well, and to share the truth with you and invite you to come into the truth.
Yeah, I think I'll pass. Thanks for the offer though.
I feel incredibly powerful. I feel empowered because I know how to hear the truth, how to assess for truth, how to reframe distortion back into truth, how to stay outside of distortion. I know how to do all of that.
Yes, very cool, Jodi. Right, that's enough. Let's get to the next topic. Okay, so we've got a DM here from someone who has suggested quite a lot of topics in separate messages, and their most recent one says, this is a big one, and I've clicked the link, and it is something I wanted to talk about. Because it's the Tiffany Rockelle situation, Piper Rockelle's mother. You might remember we did make a video about her, I feel like, what, a month or 2 months ago? And if you didn't see that video, here is a very fast recap. So Piper Rockelle is a massive channel here on YouTube that grew because it had a group of friends, like some kids, making videos just kind of being kids, but the mother controlled the channel. A lot of people were concerned because there was a lot of thumbnails that were very inappropriate for kids, and then these allegations started coming out against the mother. And this was actually from the kids who were involved in the video, and they came out and basically said that the mother was very inappropriate with them, would have sexual conversations, would be physically sexual as well, and just a lot of disgusting allegations. And there's currently a massive lawsuit going on, but there are some new allegations that have came out against Tiffany Smith or Tiffany Rockelle, and they are genuinely grim.
Former members of the squad claim in the civil suit filed in Los Angeles in January of 2022 that Piper Rockelle's mother, Tiffany Smith, made sexually explicit comments, such as telling one girl she had no boobs. The suit also claims Smith called two boys, quote, horny bastards when they held hands with two girls, and mailed her daughter's used underwear to someone telling a squad member, quote, old men like to smell this stuff.
Nah. I refuse to believe that is true. Like, we have no reason to believe that these kids are lying in any way because we've quite literally seen a video from a live stream of Tiffany Smith, Tiffany Rockelle, kissing a minor. Like, that happened. But I just don't want to believe that we live in a world where this mother has mailed her own daughter's underwear to old men to smell. Like, that is fucking disgusting. If this stuff turns out to be true, this shouldn't just be a lawsuit. There should be jail time involved here. Like, this is honestly grim. But yeah, as we can see by this article, we do have more details about the case that we didn't know about previously, and as we can see, there's the names of the kids who are suing the mother here, and they're all asking for $2 million each. And yeah, I'll put a screenshot of some of the other allegations up on screen right now so you can actually read it. I don't even want to read it out loud. Hopefully, this lawsuit does go through, and like I said, if this stuff does turn out to be true, this shouldn't just be a lawsuit. This shouldn't just be a financial thing. Like, this should be jail time, surely. And now for the last topic, we have a DM here that says, "Hi, can you do a YouTube video about Elphabs?" Or let's just correct herself, Elphaba. Please, she's basically somebody who fakes Tourette's and autism and does a lot of other crazy stuff, right? Can't lie, no idea who this is, but let's have a look. Okay, so I found a video here called Lying About Tourette's and Autism for TikTok Fame. Let's give it a watch through and just see what this TikToker is all about.
Guys, if anyone can help, I will pay you back tomorrow. Can someone help me with the funding today, with the birthday, because my mum deserves a birthday. I get paid tomorrow, and I don't have money. So I was wondering if anyone could help me fund her. But like I said, I'm not scamming. I will pay you back.
Okay, so she's just gonna lend money on a live stream.
Promise, because I has a better amount to pay.
Remember how she said she'd pay back all the people who donated her money for her mum's birthday?
Right.
Well, obviously that never happened, and when asked about refunding people on live, she said that she doesn't even know how.
Refund? I don't know how to refund hundreds of people. That's the problem. I don't know how I could possibly do that. I would love to, if I could. Maybe.
Why ask for it then? Like, surely you would bear that in mind. Oh yeah, I will pay you back your money, but just to let you know there's actually no physical way I could do that, but I promise I'll pay you back. Yeah, I mean, you are just scamming people at that point. I don't think there's any other way we can put it.
So it was going to cost £5 just to talk on her live chat.
You know, at the end of the day,
What?
It's going to be a £5. Call me a horrible person, just do it at this point. I don't care anymore. And I think a sub-only chat will actually benefit me a lot.
She somehow manages...
She's charging people a £5 just to write in the chat. You know what? I'm gonna start doing that. How many comments do I get a video? I got 1,163 comments on my Mr. Beast video. I could have got an extra $5,000.
And also that she has an addiction to begging for money.
This has caused so much fucking problems for everyone on this app. Everyone. Everyone is begging for money, and I was doing it too, and I was addicted to it.
Fucking talking like it's an Alcohol Anonymous meeting. Like, mate, it's a weekly ranking on TikTok. It's not that deep.
Her viewers donated her money to give to the less fortunate, but she decided to keep most of it for herself.
There's people on this app that have gifted her, that I know, that have messaged me, that have put themselves into financial difficulties just to try and appease her.
Someone's messaged me. They've sent her £500, yeah, privately, because she told her that was going to go towards charity. That has not been sent.
Oh, fucking hell. You know what? Like, unfortunately, you have to be so careful when you see some influencers saying, oh, if you donate, some will go to charity, because without any proof, who knows at this point? You would like to think that people wouldn't be so scummy to lie about giving to charity and keep the money to themselves, but unfortunately, we live in a world where that actually happens. Quite frequently, it seems. So yeah, if you see an influencer raising money for charity and you're a bit skeptical about it, just donate the money to the charity itself. It's actually not worth the risk because you do have people like this.
I am sorry, but all this money that she's raised, which is in the tens of thousands of pounds, she could have, I'm sorry, paid for her hormone treatment, had her gender dysphoria diagnosis, and probably got her tits done. But where's that money?
Of this.
£10,000? I think it's a little more than that.
Don't mind me asking, what is the most you've earned in a week? You don't have to answer that.
Of course, I mean, I'm more than happy to say that. So the most I've earned is £7,000 a week.
Okay. What? That's how much money TikTokers are making. Fucking hell. I'm on the wrong app.
As she's caught lying about having autism.
Yeah, because like the thing is, like, I'm autistic, right? So it's really hard because sometimes I will go into a meltdown.
This guy here is a trans content creator on TikTok who's been on UK television programs. He exposes Elphaba's screenshots of her lying about...
Oh, what's this then? You've literally lied about having autism. Own up for it. I own up, and for that I am sorry. I've been told to lie by other people and to carry it on, which is true, but I chose to do it. I shouldn't self-diagnosed, but I have been referred for this and waiting on an answer. It's been 2 years, so I'm just getting fed up of waiting as I did the test in 2019. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I have absolutely no idea how an autism test even works, so I can't really give too much of an opinion on this, but this is clearly the thing that a lot of people have a problem with.
A lot of people have made excuses for her behaviour since because she's autistic. I'm sorry to break it to you guys, she's not autistic. She admitted in her Discord server that she's self-diagnosed. And she's also tried to blame her ex-best mate Jack, saying that he forced her to say that she was autistic. So yet again, typical Elphaba style, she passes the blame.
Yeah, like I said, I don't have enough knowledge in stuff like this to even give much of an opinion, but if you do want me to take a bit of a deeper dive into Elphaba here, then let me know in the comment section down below, because this is just the first time I'm hearing about Elphaba, and by the sounds of it, there's a lot to it. But yeah, either way, I am going to leave the video there, so if you did enjoy it, please leave a like down below, subscribe if you are new, we're trying to reach 400k, and yeah, if you want to be involved in the next Insta Regret, go to my Instagram, it's @MARKIE, and let me know some topics at any time, and I'm going to go through my DMs in the next episode, and until the next one, I'll see you guys in a bit, alright, goodbye.